What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth, and a couple quick reminders that we are moving into a new month, so make sure to download and play NBA 2K20 and Rise of the Tomb Raider, both offer for free on PlayStation Plus. Make sure to download those, play those, come back at the end of July for Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of them, and our game of the month, now randomly picked, again, is Dragon Quest Builders 2. It is a cooperative Minecraft meets JRPG based in the Dragon Quest universe, or at least that Akira Toriyama looking style. Make sure to play that and come back at the end of July as well. We'll be talking about that game. 2, we have a Discord link down below. You can talk to us anytime, all the time, and we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms. If you prefer to listen to us, type in hashtag AskTLG on your comment if you want to be considered to be on TastyCast at the end of the week. And we have a Patreon link down below if you'd like to support the channel even further than subscribing and viewing the videos and commenting and sharing and all that stuff. It's all appreciated. Thank you very much. And yeah, another real quick reminder. We've put out a lot of episodes in the last week, more than normal, and I just want to kind of let you guys know that we got a Cyberpunk stream that I did. A lot of you guys showed up for that. A lot of people have watched it. Thank you for that. But we also did another video that had a Cyberpunk reaction with Chevy. We had a in-depth conversation together about that, so make sure to go back and check that out as well. That was a TLG Reacts. We also reacted to Animal Crossing Summer Update and Crystal Chronicles Remastered, so if you're curious about that, check that out. We also did Plus Club, where we talked about the PlayStation Plus games of June, Call of Duty World War II and Battlefront 2, and then we just released today, so if you're watching this, we just released today, because the schedule is fucked, Game of the Month, where we talked about Divinity Original Sin 2, and Chris could not make either of these episodes, so we'll be talking with him next time he's on TastyCast about his opinions on Plus Club and Game of the Month. Since he picked the Game of the Month, we should definitely hear from him on that. And then also, I put out a video of me, Josh, and Cody, the Tasty crew, playing Pacify, which is a cooperative horror game. It's about 45 minutes long. It's a little long of a video, but there are some genuine scares in that video that I think are actually pretty funny. So I would definitely tell you to go check that out. And just for real quick, I want to share this because this is legit.
Oh,
my
right.
Reaction here.
There definitely is statues.
Oh shit! There's a fucking guy coming. Oh my god! Oh god! Holy shit! That guy was horrifying. Yeah, so make sure to check that out as well if you want some laughs, and maybe check out Pacify, which I would lightly recommend if you want to play a cooperative horror game with your friends. There's 2 scenarios in it that you can play as of right now. It's pretty neat. There's not a lot of depth to it, but it's good for like an hour or 2 of laughs and jump scares. So check that out as well. Quick recommendation for you. All right, so Tasty Tuesday. I aim to make this a little short, just because the last 5 episodes are all 2 hours apiece, pretty much. So yeah, Tasty Tuesday. First bit of news is more of a reaction than news, and that is the Ghost of Tsushima: A Storm Is Coming trailer is out in anticipation for the release of Ghost of Tsushima, which is coming out in July 17th. So it's really close around the corner. We just got Last of Us Part 2. Everybody's playing Final Fantasy VII, and then we got this game coming out, and then Cyberpunk at the end of the year. We have some big fucking games coming out at a pretty decent clip. So I'm going to watch this, talk about my impressions of it, maybe talk a little bit about my anticipation of the game, and then move on to the next topic, because honestly, I'm just kind of ready for this game to fucking come out. So let's jump into this reaction. Maybe you haven't seen it. Maybe you want to see what I think of it. Let's just do it. 3, 2, 1, and go.
You are a samurai.
Hell yeah.
Hold the
Ooh, I
core.
love that shot. And that.
Live, fight, and die with honor.
Very cool.
If you stray from this path, what will you become?
Oh, it's so cool looking. I mean, it's just a cinematic, but I'm a sucker for samurai stuff.
The storm is coming.
Jin! Come on, Jin!
The 17th, dude, right around the fucking corner. Alright, so quickly, this was great looking. It was a really cool cinematic. Obviously, this isn't in-game. This is all just stuff to get you hyped. At this point, we're getting so close to the release of this game that it's just like going, hey, remember? This game's coming out. Fucking be stoked. And that's exactly what they're doing with this. It didn't do anything new for me, but it's got me going, ooh, shit, I love samurai stuff. I love that they're really, Sucker Punch has really put a lot of work into, like, this cinematic look to this game, this visual style that really kind of pays homage to, Japanese cinema. Very cool looking. Yeah, other than that, though, it would have been cool to see some gameplay. It's really kind of amazing how little gameplay they have shown. We got that one video recently where they did show, like, the mechanics or whatever, but that's, like, this late and close to the release of the game, which is probably the way to do it. I don't like too much revealed for me. I don't want to feel like I played the game after I've seen the videos, which has happened a couple times in some games. But for the most part, they were kind of... they showed some cinematic stuff off. They showed some stuff that showed the gameplay was going to be like that. And then finally they showed, like, how the wind works, how you can follow animals around. And it's really neat. But I'm really surprised we haven't just got, like, a straight up, like, gameplay and trailer or something like that. I guess we kind of have. I don't know. I just feel like we haven't really gotten as much as other games. I like how people are calling this Assassin's Creed, Japanese Assassin's Creed. That Ubisoft wouldn't do it, so Sucker Punch had to, which I'm all for. Everyone who watches the channel regularly knows that I think that's a huge missed opportunity when it comes to Assassin's Creed, not going the Japanese route, which they should have a long time ago, but there's still time to do that. All in all, very excited for Ghost of Tsushima. I have my ranking of going that Last of Us Part 2, Cyberpunk, and Final Fantasy VII are going to be the top 3 games of the year, with a very close fourth of being Ghost of Tsushima. It might, inch up past one of those games. I don't know, but it's definitely, top 4 games of the year, I think, that's going to get the most praise. So can't wait to play this. It's a huge, high-profile game, and really, really want to play it. Although, and I almost want to do a tasty bit on it, but I feel like I'm getting AAA fatigue. I feel like I'm getting, because lately I've bought like 10 indie games, and I'm playing all those. I'll hop to this one, play for that for a little bit. I'll hop to this one, play that for a little bit, and that might be because the Steam Summer Sale's happening. But then I go to play like any of my AAA games, and I do it, and I like it, but there's no staying power for me for some reason, and I don't know why. But that's just kind of how I am too. I kind of like go from one thing into another quite a bit, but recently it just seems that if I try and play a AAA game, it cannot hold my attention. It's like all the great graphics just aren't enough. I need some kind of interesting gameplay that AAA a lot of times does not offer. Not to say AAA isn't interesting, but the more creative ideas in gaming nowadays seem to come from the indie scene, or at least smaller publishers or devs. So, quick rant, real quick. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to go see a doctor, I guess, when it comes to this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the Ghost of Tsushima A Storm is Coming trailer. Are you excited for this? You're not excited for this? Did you like the trailer? Did you not like the trailer? Did it get you pumped? Are you pretty much like me? You're already sold, or you're not quite sold yet? Maybe it's not going to be that great. Maybe you will pick it up. Maybe you won't, or you're straight up like, no, fuck that game. It's not that great. I'm not going to play it. Let me know everything you're thinking about in the comments below about Ghost of Tsushima. It comes out the 17th, guys. It's fucking right around the corner. Second bit of news, and last bit of news is that the reports of a Microsoft Xbox. Holy shit! I just woke up, guys. I apologize. The rumors of an Xbox Lockhart may be true. There were rumors early on that there were going to be 2 different Xboxes released. at the release of Xbox. Next gen Xbox, the same as the PS5. Now we've seen that the PS5 is going to have two versions, but it's mostly just the drive to the disk drive. But apparently, Lockhart will be a different system altogether compared to the Xbox Series X, in that it will be a less powerful console that will cost less, hopefully. Via The Verge, Microsoft's second next-gen Xbox, reportedly set for August reveal, might be named the Xbox Series S, which is interesting, although XS kind of sound similar, so I don't know. We'll see. But they already do have, the Xbox One S, so kind of goes within the theme of their current consoles, which Xbox seems to be just kind of moving forward with the brand of Xbox as opposed to the next box. Anyway, via The Verge, a leaked Microsoft document recently hinted at the company's second next-gen Xbox, and now rumors suggest it will be fully revealed in August. Eurogamer reports that Microsoft had originally planned to unveil the console, codenamed Lockhart, in June. It's June. We didn't get it. Microsoft has now reportedly moved these plans to August, and Eurogamer claims the console will be named Xbox Series S, which works alongside Series X. Makes sense. Even though, like I said, it kind of sounds similar. Imagine if you send your mom, maybe you're at the age where you're sending your mom to go buy you stuff, and you're like, I want the Series X, and she's like, oh, I want the Series S, and like, oh, the Series S, okay, yeah, and you get the wrong one. I don't know. Maybe it could cause brain confusion. I don't know. I'm talking to gamers. You guys aren't going to get fucking confused about this. Microsoft has been working on this second, cheaper next-gen Xbox console for months. A Microsoft document leaked last week sheds some further light on company's plans. Microsoft's Xbox Series X dev kit, codenamed Dante, allows game developers to enable a special Lockhart mode that has a profile of the performance that Microsoft wants to hit with this second console. Interesting. It's almost like two different consoles then. While we've been reporting this performance includes a slightly underclocked CPU, The Verge has seen additional documents that suggest Lockhart will actually have the same speed CPU as the Xbox Series X. Okay, so it will have the same CPU. The Lockhart console will also include 7.5 gigabytes of usable RAM, which is okay, and around 4 teraflops of GPU performance. 4 teraflops of GPU performance. That's quite a departure from the 12 teraflops. The Xbox Series X includes 13.5 gigabytes of usable RAM. It's amazing that you can get like 32 gigs of RAM in your computer. You've been able to do that for a long time now. I think I have that much. And it's still, to this point, me and Shay were just talking about this, it's still overkill. You still don't need that. Unless you do a lot of editing, it comes in handy for sure. But for gaming, you don't need it. And we're still seeing these brand new consoles that are coming out. We got 7.5 gigs, we got 13.5 gigs of RAM. So it's interesting. Although, I'm going to reiterate, the 4 teraflops versus the 12 teraflops is really interesting too. Going back just real quick, the Xbox Series X includes the 13.5 gigabytes of usable RAM and targets 12 teraflops of GPU performance. For comparison, notice targets 12 teraflops of GPU performance. It can do up to that. People keep saying that like that's the hard number. It's not. And then when they were talking about the PS5 event, when they're saying their teraflops, they said it's capable of doing more, but they feel comfortable bringing it down to have like a standard. I feel like Xbox can do the same thing. They're just not talking that way because it's not as exciting, because people like seeing a big number. They like seeing the bigger number. They don't know what a teraflop is, but they like seeing that 12. Marketing. If the reports are accurate, Microsoft could see August to unveil this second next-gen Xbox alongside pricing for the Xbox Series X, which we need to see these prices, man. I'm fucking so curious. This second console is designed as a more affordable option with 1080p and 1440p monitors in mind. It's very interesting. It's amazing how 4K has been out for a long time. It's pretty affordable at this point, and it's still not the standard. I know some people still have 1080p. And then I know a bunch of people have 4K, But it's like we live in this system of technology where some people don't even see the fucking need, or at least they don't feel pushed to go to 4K still. Or people have a 4K in their front room, they'll have like a 1080p in their bedroom. Like, it's really interesting. So this kind of makes sense. Microsoft would have to detail some type of pricing alongside its Lockhart reveal, and it's reasonable to assume it will be heavily tied to the Xbox All Access subscription. This isn't going to start playing, is it? Okay. Xbox All Access is currently priced at $19.99 for an Xbox One S All Digital Edition subscription that includes Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, Xbox Live, and Xbox Game Pass. Microsoft is also bundling its Project X Cloud game streaming technology, which is something I was going to talk about when it comes to this, into Xbox Game Pass later this year. So subscription next-gen Xbox console could be appealing to those who don't need the more powerful Xbox Series X option. And then the article just fucking stops out of nowhere. All right, so yeah, it's interesting. The first thing I think about when it comes to Microsoft at all is that they have been slowly kind of opting out of the hardware game. And not to say they're not making consoles. Obviously, they're making consoles, but they're definitely all about the Xbox brand. If they could, they would have Game Pass on the Switch, on the PS5, on the PS4, on everything. And that you would just be buying games or renting games through their Game Pass system, through everything. And so them offering you the consoles is essentially giving you, first off, a box if you don't have it. You don't have a PC, you don't have this or that. They can use Game Pass. You can still buy a console through them. And then through xCloud, you're going to be able to play like all their games on everything. So really, that Xbox Series X is there for like the raw power. You want the best of the best. You want the highest graphics. You want blah, 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 blah. Whatever features they're going to have with this thing, you're going to get it there. But then if they have this Series S come out with the 1080p, 1440p monitors in mind, less power, that's still enough power to play most. It's going to play everything that's current right now, but it's going to play games that look better at a 1080p resolution. So think PC, just turn down the resolution, keep the graphics up most likely. I read another thing somewhere else that said that this is aiming for 60 frames per second, which is standard now. So it's just going to be a more powerful, Xbox One X, I guess. But the big thing I see here is this will also be aimed for people who just have that all access for $19.99 and will eventually have access to that Project X Cloud, and you'll be able to play the biggest and best stuff streamed to your Lockhart, your Series S, and you're not going to have to worry about it. You're going to be able to spend less and play the same experiences, just not at 4K. Although, if they stream it at 4K, how will that work? I think you'd still get 4K. Because this thing wouldn't be playing it directly off the console. It'd be streaming it at 4K, and it'll have the power to do that easily. So this does seem like a viable option. And honestly, in my head, I'm like, I need the best. I need the pinnacle of this console. Because I like to be well-rounded. I want to buy all the consoles so I can talk about them. I have an Xbox One in my closet. I don't use it. Kind of sucks. I would like to use it. So going into the next gen, I'm buying the PS5, but I have to determine what price point I want to spend and if I want that disc drive. But that's it. That's the difference. With this, I can buy the best of the Xbox series, or I can buy a lesser version for less money, which honestly sounds kind of enticing to me, given that I spent the money on the Xbox One and I didn't play it as much as I would have liked to. So it almost feels like almost a better option for me, unless I buy it and they really put out some shit on Xbox that I just cannot play anywhere else. I can't play on my PC. Then I'm going to be very inclined to buy that Series X. But the Series S really seems like a really smart, right out of the gate, early option for people who are not ready to dive fully into next gen, highest graphics, best of the best, but still want something that's going to play all the current stuff and play stuff at higher graphics still. It's almost like an early gateway into next gen. This thing will easily play great looking games at a 1080p to 1440p resolution, which is not bad. You're just not going to get that 4K crazy 120 FPS experience, but honestly, I think a lot of people don't care or don't know to care, I guess. Not to imply anyone's stupid, but some people just don't give a fuck about all that stats. They just want to play the game. I know a lot of people like that. They just want to download the game, fucking play it. That's it. They don't care about any of the fucking jargon. They don't care about how it runs unless they can notice it. They're like, why is it lagging? I get that. Like, if it's below 30 FPS, it's going to look like shit. Even at 30 FPS, I'd argue a lot of times looks like shit, but it's playable at 30 FPS. And there's a lot of people who just don't care about that shit. So this, I feel like, is going to sell really well if this is real. And I'm sure it is. We've been hearing about Lockhart for a while. I've been reporting on it for fucking like 2 years. On Tasty Tuesdays, talking about it over and over again, all the rumors, and finally this is sounding more and more realistic. I am curious if it's going to be a little baby square like this. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I would love it to be just a little cube. That's kind of adorable. The other one's just like, you know, this fucking humidifier, but this thing is like just this little baby cube. They should actually call it, Microsoft, hit me up. We can talk money if you want, but I'm going to tell you right now, call it the Xbox Baby Cube, BB Cube. And I think you're going to sell it. And sell it in different colors. Sell in like pink and teal, red, blue, just a little cube. It'd look adorable. People would love to have this little fucking cube just in their room. Like, oh, look at my BB Cube. Put a handle on it. Steal that shit from fucking GameCube. And yeah. Overall, I do think this is really interesting. I think it's an interesting move. I don't know if it's going to work, but I can see it working for sure. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking about it, which is weird because, like I said, I want the X. My brain tells me, get the Series X. Get the Series X. That's the big boy. That's the thing that's going to fucking give you the best of the best. But then I'm like, Microsoft doesn't really care too much, though, if I own that console or not. They just want me to play their games anywhere. So do I have to have it? Do I have to have the console? I can use that controller on my fucking PC. So, and my PC is more powerful than the console. So, do I need it? Please, Microsoft, let me know that I need the console. But if I don't, maybe I'll opt into the Series S. It's cheaper. It'll be able to do everything the other one does, just not as well. And, yeah, I don't know. Things to think about. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about the Xbox Series S? First off, do you think it's real? Do you think it's a viable option? Do you think it's smart for them to do it this way? Are you interested in getting the Series S or the Series X? What's the fucking big brain move on this one? And, yeah, do you think it's a smart tactic? What do you think about the stats? 4 teraflops next to the 12 teraflops. The resolution, which I think is a smart move. You don't need the 4K resolution, but definitely want it. Yeah. Let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Xbox, the future of Xbox, the Series X, the Series S, and everything we talked about. But that's going to do it for this episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok at Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out my streams. Links down below. Yeah, we have a Discord link down below as well. You can talk to us anytime, all the time. And we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms. If you prefer to listen to us, type in hashtag STLG on your comment if you want to consider to be on TastyCast, which is our weekly podcast. We have a segment where we read your comments and reply to them. And we have a Patreon link down below if you'd like to support the channel even further than watching it and commenting and all that stuff. So my name's Seth, and I hope I'm not putting out another episode this week unless it's just something to the side, like a funny gaming video, or if a huge announcement happens, I will definitely do a video, but I need a fucking break this week. So this is it, and then TastyCast at the end of the week. Until then, have a good week, guys, and take it easy.